Welcome back to the channel, people. It's your boy Ducado. And yes, I do have another video for your head tops. If y'all haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, and drop a comment in the video. Drop a comment below after the video for me. Today's video is going to be about our midfield targets, must-haves, what we need to be looking for, identifying what's been talking about in the media, and things of that nature. I quite like this little leaf here, so I'm just gonna leave it. But there's a lot to get into, with us being in Champions League. We really, are in a good place in the moment right now to really revitalize our team and to get them going for next season. Reports have just come out in the last recent weeks that we've paid off our 110 million credit card payment, which in theory should allow us to now have access to 250, maybe $300 million worth of spending money to help revitalize the team. So far in the quote unquote summer business, we have identified Ederson from Atalanta. Looking at it, reports are indicating anywhere between 33 to 35 million up front with about 3 to 5 in add-ons. So could be around 38, 40 million pounds. I like that signing. 26-year-old, box to box, can play as a 6, can play as an 8. So I like that ability as well. Good market signing as well. And I think we've been tracking it for quite some time. And then one of my low-key favorites, now that they've, been relegated, West Ham. And I think Mateus Fernandes, the Portuguese international, I think he's definitely someone we really need to target in the summer window. He's versatile, can play box to box, really technical, good feet, strong, link up play, can play with both feet, 21. Like if we're looking at that 10, that Bruno Fernandes replacement, I think he bodes well in that spot. So he's definitely someone that I'm looking at. And with all reports indicating now that they've been relegated, for me, anywhere between 40 and 50 million pounds or million euros. Sorry, not euros, so for 40 million pounds, I think that's good business for a player of his talent and what he showcased this season. I don't care that they got relegated. West Ham had the short end of the stick, for a large part of the season, especially towards the end. That Arsenal game being like the straw that broke the camel's back, quote unquote. So if we can get him, and all indications that he has signed off on, yes, I want United to come. I want to go to United, same with Ederson as well. So those are players that you want, people that are going to want to play for the badge. So if we can get him for about 40 to 50, let's just go on. Let's just say 50. I like going on the bigger end because we're United and the English tax. So if we can do 50 for him, 40 for Ederson, that's 90, right? We're still left with a good size, about 210. Say we get to 300, or so, no, let's say we can do 250, right? So we still have a good chunk, and that's not even including like player sales. Andre Onana needs to be going. Ugarte, there's links that he's going. Rashford, we already got the Højlund money as well. There's Mason Greenwood potentially. He's leaving Marseille. We have a 50% sell-on clause there. So if we can raise at least another 100 through there, that puts us in a good place to not only revitalize the team, get the players needed, but then still maintain cushions for, okay, we've gotten our targets this for the summer. Now we have some good capital for the January window just to see how the season may look when we get there. So we've identified Mateus Fernandes and we've identified Ederson. The next player because I've always said we need at least 3 midfielders, one to replace Casemiro, another one for Ugarte if we sell him. But then we also need just for again, we're gonna be more competition. So I've always said three midfielders, maybe four, but I know that three for sure, and then we'll go for like center backs or a left back and potentially an attacker. But again, I've seen a lot of reports from or about Elliot Anderson, and he is good. You know what I mean? He's really technical. He's strong, smart. You know, he's box to box. But I just feel like, I'm always worried about, you know, when like the media is really giving a lot of attention to like unproven English players, would say. And I don't want to discredit Elliot because, again, phenomenal player, been able to make a name for himself, is about to go either to us or Man City. I just don't know if that price tag and the skill set that he brings is going to be able to mesh and to not have that be such a focal point early in his career if we were to sign him. For example, there's a lot of negative noise about Florian Wirtz because he went for 116 million and he hasn't been able to live up. Same thing with Isak. Same thing with Grealish. Declan Rice has been able to kind of quiet the noise because he's won the Prem. He's actually lived up for the most part. But in terms of output, he hasn't really lived up to that price tag. Enzo Fernandez, same thing, right? So even Caicedo towards a little bit at the end, it's starting to teeter off. So I'm always worried about giving players, even with my team, Anthony, we got Pogba, we got back again, Lukaku we paid, right? So it's like when these players that are not proven go for these large sums of money, a lot of majority of the times they don't live up. And to spend 100 on Elliot Anderson, I understand it's the market, you got to pay to play, but I would rather take that 100 that Nottingham wants and go get some other players. You know what I mean? I like Anderson, but if you're telling me, okay, instead of Anderson, I have a Sandro Tonali, okay. And a Tonali we can get for about, 80 million. I'm not mad at that. I like his engine, 25 years old, box to box, can link up, just has that, that aggression about him, that desire, I could warrant that. You know what I mean? I was high on Baleba, but with Baleba now, he would be just surplus, just added for bodies, squad rotation, right? For now, and then he will kind of grow into it. It's just that Brighton wants too much money. And it's just bro, if my club pays more than 50 for Baleba, I'm pissed. I don't want that. Right? So, if we can get Baleba at a fair market value price point, by all means, he wants to come. I like his skill set, but we just can't get fleeced. Players that if we're gonna pay a bag for, they need to either be, a winner, Champions League, World Cup winner. We definitely want Prem proven players, which is why I see a lot of people are high on Elliot. I'm just not sure if that is me. I don't know. If you tell me you can give me Ederson, Matthias Fernandez, and a Sandro Tonali for this summer window for my midfield department, and then maybe are able to tack on a fourth, like a Baleba, I know people are saying Alex Scott. I just don't know about it. I just don't know if Alex Scott, has the minerals for our club. You know what I mean? But I know Sandro does. So I'll say those three. And then we need to target another center back. De Ligt just got surgery. That whole situation is just confusing in itself. Why wait 6 months and then get surgery before the World Cup when you should have just got it? And it just doesn't make sense from just health wise, business wise. It just doesn't make sense. So we need another center back as well. I would love to get Nico Schlotterbeck from Dortmund. I would love to get him, man. Good market value, great poise, great purpose, just smart, reads the game. It's like having Casemiro, but just in your defense, right? Like I really, 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 really like what he brings, and for the price point that we can get him at, like if we're able to make that deal, that'll put us on a strong point. Or super underrated Lacroix from Crystal Palace. If we can get the French international Lacroix, like people don't understand how underrated that guy is. Like strong, smart, versatile. I understand he plays in a back three, but you're an international, like you're a soccer player. You can adapt to a back four. I don't care. Like that whole he plays in the back three. I don't care. Like Lacroix, bruh. Like he's wavy. Like so if we can get him or Nico for my center back, then yeah. And then my left backs, the only two left backs I really want, because I prefer a Prem proven for my left back and right backs. So for my left back, I would either want Lewis Hall from Newcastle or Eric Diouf from West Ham. Like, let's go double dip in West Ham's bag, man. Like, you need to sell West Ham. You need some money. Let's take Diouf, Matthias Fernandez. Thank you. So, and then for my attack, right? So again, I'm saying numbers, right? Like I'm saying players, but I'm not giving numbers. So let me correct myself. So we've already said 90. If say we get Sandro Tonali, that's an 80. That's 170 right there, right? So of the 170, we still have money from again the 250. So we still have 80 left over. All right, we have 80 left over plus let's say another 80 to 100. So I'm gonna say 90. Let's go in the middle. So we have another 90 from players sales, right? So, we have 80 in the 90. So that's 160, 80 in the 90, yeah, about 170. So we have an additional 170. So I'm thinking, okay, we can go get Nico. Nico will be about 35 market value. Eric Diouf, let's say another 40. So that's 70 gone right there. 70, yeah, but 110 left. And then it's just like, bruh, can we go get an attacker? Because we need, like, truthfully, we need at least five signings minimum. 5 minimum, 3 in the midfield, 1 defense, 1 attacker. But I'm trying to get greedy and say 5 to 6. If we can get 5 to 6 players in, the ones that I identified, and then for my attackers, like, again, same thing. I've been hearing a lot of reports that, we're high on Yan Diomande. Great player. Gonna do great things. He's gonna be an amazing talent. He's gonna live up. But 19 million coming to 19 years old, you're coming to the Prem and they want 100 million euro. Like, people gotta understand, like, the narratives that the media will use when the player has a down point in their career or a little, they're going through a little roller coaster. Like when players go for those price points, it's tough. So yes, the talent is there, but it's just like that's 100, man. The last time we splashed 100, it just didn't work out. Like, we gave 100 million euros to Ajax for Antony. Like, look at that. You know what I mean? Like, so there's Yan Diomande. I know there's also like these little reports about Rafael Leao. Cool, but I just know. All I know is that I just want a driller. I just want a driller in that position. So if it's Barcola, we can go get a Barcola on the low ski. Yeah. We can go get a Barcola. Just giving this, because like you want players that have either won the champs, won World Cup, or they're just proven. Like, you know what I mean? They're Prem proven. So That's kind of like what I've been feeling right now. Where I've been seeing the club. It's crazy because this time last year, after finishing 15th, it was just you didn't. I don't know what to think. I had to shut off from just United altogether and really refocus and just allow time to just go. And now I'm in a position now where I just can't wait for the summer transfer window to open, see what players are coming in, what replenishment, what transfer activities, and then we're just ready to rock. Like it's a good time to be a Manchester United fan, supporter. It's a great time, great time. So make sure y'all keep holding your heads up. Make sure y'all keep showing the colors. Make sure y'all keep just being happy. Just be phenomenal. Just be great. Just go at it. Just you know what I mean. Just live in the moment. Just live in the moment. Oh, and one last thing. My three midfield targets, just to reiterate, is Matthias Fernandes. I know we're getting Ederson, but I don't really count Ederson. So Matthias Fernandes. I would want either a Sandro Tonali or Morgan Rogers. I think at their age, Prem proven, I'm either happy with one of those two, depending on the price point. I'm not trying to pay more than 80 for either of them. 80. So it's Sandro or Morgan Rogers looking to pay that 80. But I'm just excited, and y'all should be too. So yeah, this is your boy Ducado. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, and drop a comment in the video. I know y'all gonna love this one. I'm out, yeah.